Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited because guess what, guys? Makenna Lee is back at the cafe. She brought us the Ranchers a Love Song. We had a great time at the cafe. And now, book two in the series, Her Secret to Keep, is hot off the press, and she is coming back on today to talk about book two in the Dalton Ranch series. Makenna, thank you so much for joining us again at the cafe and talking about this amazing series, as well as talking about book two. I remember when you was here last time, you actually gave us a little tea spilling with this cover.
I
Oh my
did.
goodness, it looks gorgeous in person to see the cover of Her Secret to Keep. But I'm going to allow you, my friend, to introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here again. I'm Makenna Lee, and I write romance for Harlequin. And most of mine are kind of a more on the sweeter side of romance, not very spicy. But and yeah, the book we are talking about today, I actually just turned in the third book just this morning, so
Wow. Wow. See,
it's
Makenna, you
in the
are
works.
always dropping some tea, spilling some tea. I love that. Oh my goodness, so exciting. And Makenna, is it gonna be three books, or how many books is gonna be in
It
this series? Or
it
you
will
don't
be
know for sure?
three
Okay, three. It
books.
will be
Mhm.
three. It will be three. We have Myra Cook that is hanging out with us. Thank you so much, Myra, for joining us on today. We have Mama Tony that is joining us on today. And guys, you already know what to do. I like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because Makenna Lee is back hanging out with us to talk about her new release, Her Secret to Keep. And guys, let me just tell you, I have it in Kindle or ebook version, and I have it in print. It is definitely one of those books that I have in multiple formats. First of all, we're going to talk about this cover, Her Secret to Keep. And so, Makenna, before we get into a little bit of details, I love a good cover. This is again, you wowed us with the Rancher's love story, the cover for that one. I fell in love with it. And now we have this beautiful cover with Her Secret to Keep. Tell us what it was like when you saw the final artwork for Her Secret to Keep.
Oh, I was thrilled when I saw it. It was the hero looks like I imagined him, and it just
Yeah.
they did a fabulous job with this series. I wish I had the book three cover yet, but I don't quite have it yet to share that. But I expect it anytime now. So, and book three is actually the twin sister to this
To say
heroine.
yes.
So, I assume they might use the same model. We'll see.
I love that. I love that. And McKenna, again, I love your titles as well. We had Her Secret, the Rancher's Love Song was book one in this series. And now we have Her Secret to Keep. Now, think back when you was doing your titles. Is this the original working title, Her Secret to Keep, or do you already have all of the titles for the three books in this series when you started?
It's not a completely up to me what the title is, so I
Okay.
give Harlequin suggestions.
Okay.
But at first, I was just calling this Sage's story, the
Okay.
heroine named Sage. But pretty quickly, I started calling it Her Secret to Keep. So
Wow, wow.
it was
And
the
guys, let
one.
me just tell you, once you read the book, the title would definitely make sense because they do have a secret to keep as well. Now, McKenna, you are bringing us back to Shannon, Texas. It is a small town. You have the Dawson's Ranch, and then you have other individuals that are making up things about this small town. For you, what is it about small town writing or small town romance that you enjoy?
Well, I grew up in a very small town, so small that less than 1,000 people.
Oh, wow.
On a farm. So I know the life. It's familiar to me. And I don't know, I'm just drawn to that. I get to create a town, and because they're all fictional towns that I write.
Uh-huh.
It just is what draws me in to create that coziness.
I love that. I love that. Now, okay, McKenna, we got to dig a little bit deep here because I love a good small town. And you just shared with us that you actually create your fictional small towns. What is that like for you? Do you have a Pinterest board? I mean, how do you map out the towns and keep everything together? Know what is located where? Tell us about that journey for you of creating
Um,
small town.
I definitely have Pinterest boards for every story, sometimes every town,
Oh, wow.
because I'm very visual, so I like to see it myself. And I also have a big poster board that I kind of sketched out the main street part of town, like with the
Uh-huh.
shops and restaurants. So I can see it. So if I'm just talking about the restaurant on the corner, that I always describe it the same, as
Right,
I
right.
so I have a lot of fun at first inventing the town and what kind of businesses I want in the town, and so it's a lot of fun, part of the creative process.
I love that. I love that. Well, guys, if you are just joining us, we are hanging out with Makenna Lee, and you guys, you already know I am in love with this series. This is the Women of Dalton Ranch series. Makenna brought us the Ranchers a Love Story, guys, and now hot off the press is Sage's story, Her Secret to Keep. I love that. I love that. Now, I want for you to tell us a little bit about for this series, for those who may be new to this series, what inspired the Women of Dalton Ranch series?
Well, kind of the way I was billing it at first was Yellowstone meets Hallmark.
Oh,
So,
okay.
which
I
are they're
love
very
that.
two very different things. So kind of a sweeter version of kind of the Yellowstone series. So I get my ideas in so many different places that it's hard to pinpoint one idea. I knew for a long time I wanted to write twins. I'm not even sure why. I just wanted to. And I just came up one day with a kind of a surprising some secrets they could keep. And so I won't give away all the secrets right now, but
I love that. I love that. Now, Makenna, you have to share with us a little bit about this meet cute. And even though, for them, it's kind of like second chance or whatever, they haven't seen each other in about 13 years or what
right.
have you, but you have to tell us about this meet cute that I absolutely fell in love with. Look, and is it three outfit changes or like 2.5 outfit changes
Right. In the same day.
in the same day?
I think it's three. Yeah. Yes, she has to, because Sage in this story, she loves fashion and makeup and clothes, and her twin sister's a tomboy. But Sage is the one that always likes to have a full face of makeup, even though she has a horse ranch.
Right.
She's not out working with the horses. And there's the little snippet I'll read for us later is when they first see each other again. But she is not at all up to her usual standard of dress and attire. So she does the best she can once she gets to her car, and she just keeps trying to improve her outfit throughout the day.
I love that. I love that. And it's exciting that that is actually a portion that you're going to read for us on today. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with Makenna Lee, hot off the press. Book two in this series is Her Secret to Keep. And she will be sharing with us just a little snippet in just a little while. And we will be telling you how you can get your hands on a copy of this amazing story, guys. And of course, it is available in ebook and it's also available in print. Now, of course, Makenna, I'm asking for the people if they just came upon Her Secret to Keep and they started reading that, is it okay if they read it out of order and then go back and read the Rancher's Love Song? Or tell us about
Yes.
that if they have to read it in order.
Yes, they're all written as a standalone. I mean, you'll know the characters a little better if you've read the others, but in this book, for instance, I kind of keep you up to, introduce the characters from the first book. So it is okay to read them out of order if you had to. So,
I love that. I love that. Now, of course, McKenna, we got to talk about these characters a little bit. And of course, some of the characters from the Rancher's Love Song, they make a cameo in Her Secret to Keep. And of course, you have her twin sister, Daisy, and you have Sage, and you have some other characters as well. So I'm just going to call out some of the characters, and if you can just kind of tell us a little bit about those characters. But let's start with Grayson. What would you say about good old Grayson?
Gosh, he's kind of a serious guy. I guess he kind of hides his softer side pretty much from the beginning, but because she did know him many years ago, she has a little more information about him. But even when she meets him again, he's a little bit more stoic than he even was. He doesn't quite smile as much, or he's had some struggles along the way. So, and he's an architect. So he's kind of a part-time cowboy once he's back on the
road. I love that. Look, and making his way back to the town that he really didn't want to, back in the day, it was like he couldn't wait to like leave that particular town. Right. And now he finds his way back. And in addition to finding his way back, he now has a 13-year-old daughter, which of course he had, she was a baby when they left. But right. He has his 13-year-old daughter, Loren, as well. So tell us a little bit about Loren. And Loren is teenaging. She is coming upon that teenage.
Oh, yes.
Tell us a little bit about Loren's character.
Yes. She is struggling a bit because she recently lost her mom. And now I'm trying to remember how long ago, a year or so, because I've written several books since this one.
Yeah, it's about a year and something.
Over a year, I think. Anyway, so she's from the city, kind of a rich girl from Houston, and her lifestyle is drastically changing. Right. They're living in an old craftsman style house that belonged to his great aunt. It's been sitting kind of unattended for years. So it's dusty and dirty and spider webs, and none of her friends are there. So she's not really happy.
She was like, we can't possibly be staying here. She was like, oh no, are you serious? We're gonna be staying in this fixer up.
Right. And she
oh
usually,
my goodness, her world was just like shattered.
And she usually wears all black clothing. And you kind of find out later in the story some of the reasons why she's wearing black. And and Sage helps her start to come out of her shell bit by bit and kind of open up and learn to like the town. So it was interesting writing.
I love that. And
a teenage girl.
Yes. And for you, what was that like, or where did inspiration come, just from different places of getting that, because it's a whole, I mean, just the attitude, the dress, the aura of Loren as well. What was that like for you of writing her character?
Well, I don't have any daughters. I just have sons. So I had to kind of look at other, like some of my nieces or just friends' daughters that I know, just kind of bits and pieces from people I've met and talking to other moms. And the name Loren is from I have a niece with that name.
Oh, so wow. I love that. I love that.
So.
Look, and Makenna, she had a moment. She was like, "Can you call me Ren?" Because she was like, people always call me Lauren, but it's Loren. She was like, "So can you?" Even the dad, he was like, "That's a new one, Ren."
Yeah, a new nickname. Yeah,
a new nickname.
So she always tells people it's Loren, like Sophia Loren, to tell people how to say it. Yes.
I love that. I love that. And of course, we gotta talk about Sage, guys. And if you've read the first book, Sage is an identical twin to her sister Daisy, or what have you. But what can you tell us about Sage's character?
Let's see. I guess she's the more serious of the two sisters. They're very close. When the stories start, it's just the two of them on the ranch.
Right.
Their parents are gone. I think they're fifth generation to live on this ranch.
Right.
So they're kind of alone and a little bit lonely, but then they start building the family. It's a lot of fun I had was in the book I just turned in, was
Oh,
writing
okay.
the epilogue and showing how much family they've developed around them now. Um, but let's see, Sage, she wants to be a mom, and
She does.
the twins are mid-30s, so that but they she has not given up on being a mom, but it's she's having trouble making it happen. She's been a foster parent, and that didn't quite work out. That broke her heart. So she's doing what she can, to make her dream come true, but struggles along the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, McKenna, when you think about the characters in book two, and like I said, there are some cameos from the first book, The Rancher's Love Song. But when you think about these characters, and some of them are a little complex, for you, is there a character that was the most interesting and borderline fun to write? But then on the flip side, is there a character that was a little more complex and at moments may have given you a little pause when you was writing that character? So kind of a two-part question for you.
Um, trying. I can't think of anyone who really gave me too much pause. I guess I do write in this book. There are some chapters from the point of view from the teenager. So there's actually the hero, the heroine, and the teenager's point of view in a few places. That was probably the most challenging to write. So I kept calling my niece and saying what slang words would they say. But some of them, I know my readers aren't teenagers.
Right.
So
Okay.
some of them I'm like, I don't know if my readers will know what that means. So that was a little challenging, trying to get the teenager right, and also understandable for
Right,
all
because
ages.
they can have their own language, especially with some of the
Yes,
slang out there. Or I
exactly.
know, when you have like nieces and nephews and stuff like that, like sometimes you could say stuff and they be like, don't say that. They be like, that's so outdated, or they keep
Right.
us in tune of what of what to say or what have you. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with author Makenna Lee. Guys, we're super duper excited for her. It is book two, her a secret to keep. And Makenna has shared with us that they can be read as a standalone. The first book in the series was The Rancher's Love Song. Check out that cover. She has another amazing cover, Her as Secret to Keep. And I know you guys are ready. In just a moment, Makenna is going to share with us just a little snippet of her secret to keep. So, Makenna, I'm going to allow you, my friend, to set the stage, set the tone, and tell us a little bit about what you're going to share with us on today.
Well, it is chapter one, so close to the beginning, and it's the meet cute when Grayson and Sage see each other once again. And she's still in the small town, and she doesn't really ever expect to see him again. So she's very surprised to suddenly see him. And there's an old abandoned mill in the town, and she wants to turn it into some community center of some sort. And she hears that someone bought it from the town, and that they're looking at it. So she wants to rush into town, find out who this buyer is and what they want to do with this building.
Right.
So, you ready for me to read it?
Yes.
Yes. Hello, Grayson. It's been a while, she said needlessly, and mentally rolled her eyes. They both knew exactly how long it had been, to the day. She needed to pull herself together because it wasn't the late summer heat causing her sudden flush. She was barely holding herself together while he was Mr. Chill as a popsicle. 13 years, he said. His pearl gray tie hung loose, and the top two buttons of his tailored white shirt were undone. With his sleeves rolled up and the simple movement of hooking his thumbs in the front pockets of his charcoal slacks showed off the corded muscles of his forearms. He looked ready for a photo shoot. She, on the other hand, Sage inwardly cringed. Not good at all. Was it too late to backtrack and pass herself off as her tomboy twin sister Daisy? Sage brushed both hands through her shoulder-length blonde hair. frizzy from bathing the mischief new foal who had rolled in the dirt. Her butter yellow t-shirt and worn jeans were mud splattered, and one sleeve was partially torn off from where the horse had grabbed it with his teeth. She wasn't even wearing lip balm, much less a carefully face of makeup, and the only cute item she had with her was her black and white Kate Spade handbag. She was the sister who was always well put together before leaving the ranch, but when she'd received a call about the anonymous buyer showing up, she hadn't wasted a second, and before hopping into her truck and heading to town. Big mistake.
Guys, there you have it. That is like the beginning of the meet cute. Let me just tell you, Makenna has left you on with a cliffhanger, because what happens after that, we already told you there will be 3 outfit changes. Okay, we'll just tell you that for that meet cute, and there's some pizza. I'll tell you that there's some pizza involved, and there's 3 outfit changes involved in that. I just fell in love with that meet cute as well. Makenna, and thank you so much for sharing a little bit of her secret to keep. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are actually celebrating with Makenna Lee on today. It is book 2 in this series, Her A Secret to Keep. She has shared with us that they can be read as a standalone. The first book was The Rancher's Love Song, and now hot off the press is Her Secret to Keep, and it is available in ebook and print. And we will also be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy. Of course, if you have a question or two for Makenna, put it in the comment section. And now, of course, you know we have to play a round of this or that. I promise you, Makenna, there is no right or wrong answer, because it is all things according to you. Are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
I love it. I love it. And also, so you know, Jennifer said that she enjoyed what she heard from the snippet that you read as
Oh,
well.
good.
LaShawn said more for her as well. And author Sharon Blunt says she loved your reading voice as
Oh,
well,
thank
Makenna.
you. Thanks so much.
Okay, let's get started. All right, so Makenna, are you small town or big city?
Small town.
Okay. Are you cowboy hat or cowboy boots?
Cowboy boots.
Okay. Okay. Are you secret baby or sibling's best friend?
Sibling's best friend.
Okay. Okay. Enemies to lovers or friends to lovers?
Um, hmm. This one is friends to lovers, but I kind of like reading enemies to lovers.
Ooh, okay. Look, it's something about the banter, something about that
Mhm.
banter with enemies to lovers. I love it. I love it. And of course, Makenna, you got to tell the people here at the cafe. You may remind others, but are you team tea or team coffee?
I am team coffee. Too
Okay,
much
I love it.
coffee.
Now, Makenna, do you have a special like a remedy? Is it you have to have a cup first thing in the morning? Do you drink some while you're writing? What's your coffee story?
It's definitely first thing in the morning, as soon as I can
Okay.
get to it. And when I'm actually a day of a lot of writing, I throughout the day, I have to keep getting up and reheating it because when my
Oh,
hands are busy writing,
yeah.
I'll have a few sips and then it goes cold and I read, but at least it gets me up and down going back to the microwave. So
Wow. Now, McKenna, share and spill a little bit of tea for us. Do you have any writing quirks or any writing must-haves when you're in your writing cave?
not really any must-haves. I kind of like to listen to music quietly in the background while I'm writing. Um, but yeah, nothing other
Look,
than
in
coffee.
author Sharon Blunt,
I'm sorry, what?
look, in author Sharon Blunt, she's also a coffee lover. She said it's about
Oh,
that coffee life.
yes, yes.
Yes,
I even
yes.
attempt to try to be a tea drinker sometimes, and it just doesn't seem to happen.
I love that. And you have a lot of Team Coffee fans that are in the comment section as well. I love that. I love that. I love that.
Good.
And of course, guys, we do have a giveaway. I'm going to allow McKenna Lee to share with us what her giveaway is going to be on today.
I will be giving away a signed copy of Her Secret to Keep, along with a few other book themed goodies will be in the package with it.
I
So,
love that. So, guys, you heard it. It's a copy of Her Secret to Keep. And there's going to also be a little bit of bookish swag with that as well. So, of course, I'm going to get Makenna to help me. I'm going to go up and down the comment section. Makenna is going to tell me when to stop. And then that person will be the winner of a copy, autograph copy of Her Secret to Keep and a little bookish swag. Okay, Makenna, I am ready when you are, my friend. So just tell me when to stop.
and stop.
Okay. Author Sharon Blunt, her team coffee. You are the winner, my friend. If you will inbox us your information, you will get a copy of Her as Secret to Keep, as well as a little bookish swag as well. So congratulations and thank you so much for joining us on today as well. Makenna, again, the time goes by so fast. I am so
It does.
appreciative that you hung out with us to come back to talk about Her Secret to Keep. And of course, we definitely have to ask you how can they get their hands on a copy of Her Secret to Keep?
You can get it at Amazon, Harlequin, pretty much wherever books are sold, on ebook certainly. And you might be able to find a copy in Barnes and Noble or Walmart. It just kind of depends on the store, but anywhere online pretty much. And you can connect with me. The easiest way is my website, makennalee.com. There you can connect to all my social media, my Pinterest. You can see my Pinterest boards for each book, things like that.
I love that. And Makenna, on your website, is there also a newsletter that they can sign up with as well to stay connected to you?
There is, yes.
Okay, I love that, guys. So to stay connected with Makenna Lee, you can follow her on socials as well as you can go to her website. And on her website as well, there is a newsletter. Feel free to sign up for her newsletter. You can see the Pinterest. You can see her backlist of any of the other books. And of course, you can still get a copy of The Rancher's A Love Song that is still available in print and ebook. And of course, the newest book, Her A Secret to Keep. And if you're just joining us, Makenna did spill a little bit of tea. She actually had just turned in the third book in this particular series as well. I love that. And Makenna,
Would
I
you?
want for you to share with us because, like you said, we're at book 2. We have one more book, which is Daisy's story. She's the other twin. But can you share with us what did you enjoy about writing Her a Secret to Keep?
Oh gosh, there was so much. I liked in that one, I got to really show a difference between the twin sisters and kind of
Oh,
create who they were,
yeah,
I wanted it so when you're reading, you could really picture that they're twins, but you could still see their differences and know who I was talking about. And
yeah.
I guess one secret I can tell you is the name of Daisy's book is Her New Year's Wish List.
Woo.
So,
Makenna, we just love you. You are always spilling the tea. Guys, did you hear that? Is her New Year's wish list. That is Daisy's story. It will be coming soon. It is the third book in the Women of the Dalton Ranch series. Thank you, Makenna, for sharing that and spilling a little bit of tea with us on today. And guys, again, it's Her a Secret to Keep. It is available now in ebook and print, as well as you feel free to go and get a copy if you haven't read The Rancher's Love Song. And of course, once you read it, guys, and definitely leave a review. I know that Makenna would be so appreciative of that. If you see it out in the wild, definitely take a picture, tag her, post it. If you have a Kindle version or what have you, definitely you can tag yourself with the Kindle version, all of that good stuff as well. I know that Makenna will be appreciative. Makenna, it's been amazing hanging out with you, my friend, but I want to allow you to have the last words of what you want to say to the people on this evening.
I just thank you for being here and joining us. I always love visiting the cafe and I always feel so welcome and love chatting. And it's been great.
I love that. Well, McKenna, please note that we love having you here at the cafe, and we love going through the journey of the Dawson Ranch series as well. Like I'm holding up the Rancher's love song. We have her secret to keep. And guys, if you don't know, first of all, whenever McKenna, whenever she does like a cover reveal, she gets me with the covers every time. So it's the covers, the title, and then and then I'll look at the back blurb. But for her, and then I've also fallen in love with this series. So of course, I am ready for book three as well, guys. It is such an enjoyable series. As we said, The Rancher's Love Song is the first book, and then now it is Her A Secret to Keep. And McKenna does a good job of keeping us like on the edge of our seats and ready for the next books. It's like you're enjoying the book that you're reading, but she leaves little Easter eggs for the book to come as well. So McKenna, thank you so much for doing that. And LaShawn wanted to tell you, she was like, happy release for you, and
Oh,
have a
thank
good
you.
evening as well. So guys, make sure you stay connected with McKenna Lee. You can go to her website. You can sign up for her newsletter. You can follow her on socials. And of course, tell a friend to tell a friend to get a copy of Her A Secret to Keep. You will totally enjoy Sage's story as well. McKenna, thank you so much, my friend. It has been amazing. And as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Get you a copy of Her Secret to Keep. Thank you. Bye bye.
Have a wonderful evening. Bye.